Mr. in the world of toys. Boxings and museums, reviews and reviews. Mr. in the world of toys. Unboxings and museums, reviews and reviews. Mr. in the world of toys.
If you love Thundercats, if you love TMT, if you love Reaction and Ultimates figure, you know my guest tonight is then episode number 9 with this awesome friend from California. His name is Brian Flynn, so everybody, please welcome to the one and the only in this Christmas special show. Please welcome to Brian Flynn. So welcome back, Brian Flynn, episode 9 together.
There we go. The songs are always hilarious. It's so good.
By the way, this is the episode 106 of the show, but this show was born with you, my friends, in 2021, in August 2021. I remember the first ever episode of my Mr. Alan Super Show with you. So,
well, I'm glad to have been there for the day of the birth. That's what we're celebrating here, right?
Exactly, and also we celebrate. You can see my landscape right here. You have the Christmas tree. There's snowing outside because Christmas is around the corner. So it's the best moment to go do an order, pre-order, or grab your Super7 figure right now. You are in time, because if you want to do some present for your friends, Super7 figure is the best way.
Now it's time for presents for yourself.
Yeah. So I have some picture to share so we can talk together about this awesome Super7 item, and we do full coverage in that. And the last 10 minutes, if someone have a question to Brian, he will be really open to answer your question. But before to start with the full coverage, you know, this is Mr. Alan Super Show. Every time you come back, I have the same question over and over. There is some update, news, or something somewhere about possible future Bracer Ultimates figure?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Okay, but I will see my finger still crossed. So
I think your fingers are crossed, your arms are crossed, your
Absolutely.
feet are crossed. Yes. You're a pretzel.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, when something will be official, you know what is the guy to do the new breaking news.
I know exactly where the breaking news needs to start.
So now let's start with the full coverage with this awesome item. We start with the super popular item franchise. I think is evergreen because Godzilla is a type of franchise that have under his wings so many fans for so many eras. So, and this figure is also. So tell me something about this figure.
I like that you're like, Godzilla is evergreen. Well, technically he's only. Then I would go, no, technically he's only green in America. Everywhere else he's charcoal gray. And then you're like, under his wings. I'm like, no, King Ghidorah has the wings and Mothra has the wings. But this is Godzilla -1 from the newest movie. Have you seen the movie yet, Mr. Allen?
Not yet.
What? You come here, you start the show with Godzilla -1, and you haven't even watched the movie?
Not yet.
I'm wounded.
No. We are around Christmas, and now Brian is sad. This is a big problem now.
Come on.
As a writer, you know, I'm a writer.
I know you're busy writing. I know you're busy playing the music. I know you're busy with the wrestling, but you have to make time for your Godzilla. -1 is an amazing movie. You will love it.
some friends told me that it's a beautiful movie, so I need to find out. Or because sometimes I
All
know.
I'm saying is episode 10, if you have not watched it, I will boycott.
No, come on.
Just
Also,
saying.
because I tell you a little story. Where I live in a super. I have a big house, about 15 rooms in my house. It's big, but I live near to the castle. There is only forest. This is a landscape on the green screen, but there is something similar in the real window with the pines, trees. There's no theater right here. To go to the theater, I need to go to another city. Where
No, stream it.
I was today there for a meeting with a popular singer in Italy that we did together a video for my upcoming new novels. But I was busy there, so it's not easy to find the time to go into the city.
No, just stream it. Download it. Watch it online.
Yeah. I think because, for example, sometimes I watch the movie on the platform.
Yes.
However,
I expect you to watch this movie on the platform.
on the platform, you
I don't
know
know
which
what's happening.
platform is available?
Let me look and see what it is in Italy. It's Max in the United States, I believe. Hold on. Where can I stream Godzilla -1 in Italy?
I actually right now I watch movie in English on Amazon, on Netflix, to improve my English, no? Because now I start
It says it's on Netflix,
Netflix. Oh, okay.
including Italy.
Oh, okay.
Including Italy.
Okay. No, I have no excuse for the next time.
Because the movie is not even in English; it's in Japanese with subtitles. So it'll be Japanese with Italian subtitles.
Oh, but also with English, I'm okay because, for example, right now I'm watching. I watch in theater Ghostbuster Frozen Empire in Italian, but now I rewatch on Amazon Prime the English version because I start to do query letter to U.S. agents for my book. So I translate my book, also with some help, obviously. But the first draft I did by myself in English with three of my books actually. So I looking to find a literary agency or overseas because the Italian market is small. No, for books.
Still, that sounds super cool. Congratulations.
Depends because so far I got only rejection outside for big agents. So, but they told me that maybe don't worry because every agency is the same things. Says that yes, it's not my cup of tea, but can be good for another one. Remember, bestseller author got thousands of rejection, so keep going. They say that.
Well, you're like, but I have already published 7 books.
Yeah, 6 actually in Italy, but I hope my publisher will release also on Amazon the English version, my new publisher for the new books. New novels in 2025, but now back on track because I'm a random guy.
All right. Godzilla -1. This is the charging version. So you haven't seen the movie, but spoiler alert, Godzilla -1, when he goes to fire the ray, all of his spines start to turn blue and then they get bigger. They pump out of his body bigger and then he blasts. So this is the moment before he sends his big blast out.
I
so
think speaking of the figure, I love this texturing, the brush, the dry brush on the colors. I love it. It's super cool.
Yeah, it's a great job.
I think that for this figure from Super7, this beautiful Godzilla figure, I can say that
this is super cool.
Oh. It is super cool, and it's even cooler when you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let that go.
Oh, it's huge. It's about
huge.
14
inches.
Yeah,
so that is about 1/3 of a meter.
Wow, it's big.
It's
big.
Really.
And this figure is what is the situation about the status? Is still on pre-order? Is when will be shipped? What is the update?
Charging? I'm trying to remember. I think charging's made to order, but I know I already have, but because it's a modification, I think it ships very quickly. I think it ships in the early part of next year.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Move on to the next item. Another beautiful item is a glow in the dark figure. Tell me something about this TMT figure.
You know, anybody that collects turtles knows that the vintage Scratch Cat is the hardest, more or less, the hardest figure to get from the line. It's super expensive. It's super kind of iconic because of that. And then we made our Scratch Cat, and you know we love to make glow in the dark. So I really wanted to celebrate that figure because it's a great and super fun figure. And only when we finally made the ultimate Scratch Cat was it easier for somebody to get. Now you could even have two. You can have a regular one and a glow in the dark. And look how good it looks glow in the dark.
It's awesome. Absolutely. How many, do you know how many TMT Ultimates figure has been released so far?
Over 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think because
if you're counting the recolors, we're probably in the 60s.
Wow. I think it's the biggest, speaking of number, the biggest Ultimates line so far.
That and Thundercats. Thundercats may be bigger.
Okay.
I think Thundercats is bigger.
So speaking of Godzilla, there is four beautiful reaction figures in different colors. So tell me something about these four reaction figures.
This is the latest wave of Godzilla reaction. You have Mechagodzilla 75 in the back. So for those uninitiated, there are actually two Mechagodzillas. In 74, you have Mechagodzilla, and in 75, you have Mechagodzilla 2. You can see on the arm it says MG2 instead of just MG, and it has a different chest design. But other than that, it's identical. So most people are like, oh, Mechagodzilla. It's like, no, well, technically it's a little bit different, but because, you know, we got to, you know, technically it's different. So we have both Mechagodzilla and Mechagodzilla 2. Titanosaurus on the bottom right, classic monster that very rarely gets made. Then we have the clear green. I believe that's the 54. Yep, the clear green 54. And then the Atomic Blast Godzilla.
Cool.
Super cool. The reaction line's going great. People really, really like that line. And then this is the vintage style figures for Thundercats, the beginning of this line. Obviously, when you start a new line, you got to start out with the boss, if you will. So starting out with Lion-O, and we also did Jackalman and Mumra. With the old school 5.5-inch style. We're calling this line the vintage line. There's the vintage line in this same style. There's Misfits figures, there's Conan figures, and there's some other exciting figures coming as well.
Yeah, I think I have also some a picture for Conan, I believe, later. Let's see. Now, this is the card, how looks the card for the figure, so in vintage style.
Yes, definitely.
Cool. I like
it because extra wide bubble for the hair.
Yeah. It looks like his hair is always in the wind, no?
Exactly.
He has the removable gloves also, I think. I see.
Yes.
Cool. Go back for something related with a genius, Jim Henson. I love Jim Henson. Everything of Jim Henson. Sesame Street reaction. Tell me something about it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody that doesn't love Jim Henson, and everything. But yeah, Sesame Street. One of my favorites, The Count, Bert and Ernie, and the Yip Yips. This has been another really popular line for us. It's really great. And it's just, I mean, look how you can't look at them and not be happy, can you?
Yeah.
Can you look at Sesame Street and not be happy?
Yeah. the same. I have the same feelings for both Sesame Street, and absolutely also for the Muppet Show. No,
Yes.
the Jim Henson War, and also because I'm an artist, I'm a visionary, and I know the story of Jim Henson was really an hard journey to him to become popular, to find the right way. He go to UK to find someone to produce his show. So he struggled to against the people that doesn't understand his vision, no? And this is typical if you're an artist, find this problem. And to me, is also a hope. See, when I see how much success he got for his stuff, to me, it's like a hope because anything is impossible if you fight for your dream, for your vision, no? And Jim Henson is a perfect example of that. And if today we have beautiful figure like the reaction figure Sesame Street, that means that after this idea start a business, start a fandom, start something that maybe in the beginning of his vision was impossible, no?
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen all the old stuff he did when the puppets were doing commercials for like beer and breakfast and all sorts of stuff, and they would shoot each other and crazy stuff. And then it becomes Sesame Street, then you get the Muppet Show, then you get Dark Crystal and Labyrinth and everything else. It's just amazing stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So I like because I like what he do, because I like puppets, I like Muppets, I like this stuff. Because remember when I was a child, I watched in Italy, obviously because I'm in Italian, the Muppet Show. So to me it was a big theme, Muppet Show. See these Muppets, these puppets that comes to life, no? But then I discovered everything Labyrinth. I love Labyrinth movie with David Bowie, masterpiece in my opinion. And when I see something that I like, but also to me represent an hope for a visionary, because in the beginning he struggled because his idea was too different, was something that nobody cares in the beginning.
Yeah, but no, I think he got, like you said, the financing for the Muppet Show came from the UK. He made it for there, and then they sold it back to the networks in the US, and then it became a huge hit. Yeah. And then it wasn't until much later in his career that he finally bought back the Muppet Show.
Yeah. And also, another thing I discovered later when I started to watch interview of Jim Henson, that one of the most important puppeteers is Frank Oz. Frank Oz is also a director. Yeah.
Frank Oz did all sorts of other stuff as well, and then you have Carol Spinney, and there's a couple other puppeteers that were involved in so many things.
Yeah, and I discovered because to me Frank Oz in the beginning was just one of the guys that surrounded people like Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, this type of guy, because he's the director of the What About Bob movie with Bill Murray.
Yep.
Is the one of member of the cast of Bruce Brothers. So I discovered Frank Oz for that. Only later, when I go deep to the Jim Henson biography and everything, I discovered Frank Oz isn't the same. He's a great.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then he's also Yoda.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
And now back on track after the typical digression by Mr. Alan.
By all of us, yes.
Oh, another thing that is popular in Italy, Richard Scarry. So tell me something about the Busy World, Richard Scarry characters.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Busy World and Richard Scarry when I was a kid. It was so cool. And, so this is the second wave. This is Sally Cat, Huckle's sister. And they're just so cute and fun.
Yeah.
What more could you ask for?
I discovered Richard Scarry stuff because my father was a librarian. And in Italy, we had a lot of book by Richard Scarry. So I discovered his work because of that. Like I saw his it's maybe sure looks like weird that a guy of my era has Richard Scarry in his childhood, but it's because of that. I remember, especially, I'm super familiar with this, with the drawing version in that you put in the card of the figure, no? Because I remember.
Yeah.
Really
Well,
well.
what's really cool about Richard Scarry, for people that don't know him as an illustrator, so for years, he did this super elaborate painterly style
Yeah.
that was like animals in clothes, but lushly and beautifully painted. One of my favorite books ever is I Am a Bunny, that he painted. And then when he got to Busy World, it's all basically like line drawings that are colored in. And it's wonderful and beautiful. But if you haven't had time to go back and look at all the Richard Scarry illustrations that he did before that were like elaborate paintings, when you see them, they'll knock your socks off. They're so amazing.
Cool. Yeah, he's a great artist. And now, speaking of another popular franchise that also remember my childhood, because I watched, I was in TV. I remember they put in Italy the Peanuts, and to me it was the name of the show was, I don't know why, Charlie Brown. Not even Snoopy. It was Charlie Brown show to me when I was a kid.
Yes. Well, I think technically he's supposed to be the leader, but everybody knows Snoopy's the most popular.
Yeah. And we have this
the
new
strip
wave
is
of.
based around the life of Charlie Brown for sure. But yes,
Yeah.
this is the new Peanuts blind box. You got Lumberjack Snoopy, Franken Snoopy, Detective Snoopy. Then we got Linus and Charlie Brown.
Cool. We can see also the packaging.
This is the latest wave of reaction figures. I think this is wave 6 or so, but the previous waves were always themed, different moments from the show. This is like, oh, hey, here's regular version. So here's regular Charlie Brown, regular Snoopy, regular Franklin, and regular Lucy. Not baseball Lucy, not camping Lucy, not in a Halloween costume Lucy, but just Lucy. Same thing. Not Franklin at the beach, his first appearance, but regular Franklin.
I think that also this is important. Have also the regular version of the figure. No, it's nice.
Yes.
See also the every different version, and we know the Super7 is a brand that touch deep cut in different line. No, we know that.
Yes.
But also we need also to see the standard version. I think is also something that some collector wants. No.
Yeah, completely.
And now we go back to Godzilla because it's back and forth.
Oh, okay.
If we go back to Godzilla with another reaction figure.
Oh, that's the Titanosaurus we looked at earlier. Yes.
Yeah. This is just the packaging. The exact. It's a little bit random. Also, my slide.
But look at how cool he is. Look at how cool
we can
he
see
is.
better. I can zoom in better. So there is a reason behind that, because like with this picture, we can see more the details. No.
He looks so cool.
Yeah.
The team did such an amazing job on this figure.
And I have another tricky question for you. Overall, I think you don't have the answer for that because the number I think is huge. How many reaction figure Super7 has released so far? Overall, for every line.
Overall, I remember we did a big deal around 1,000, but I will bet that if you include all the variants, we're probably somewhere in the 1,750 to 2,000 version, maybe somewhere in there.
Wow, it's a big number.
It's a big number. And still going strong. I love you. It's
Awesome.
wonderful.
My favorite reaction figure from Super7 are two different franchises. There are two of my favorite actually that you have. Transformer Reaction and G.I. Joe Reaction are my two favorites. Yes.
Those are both good lines. There might be more stuff. You never know.
Yeah, I think there will be more stuff. So this is another picture of the standard Peanuts.
Yep.
You can see better this character in their glory.
Looking great.
And now another interesting franchise, the classic. We go back in the classic Willy Wonka, the version with Gene Wilder.
That's the best version.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this is series 3 of Willy Wonka. So you sort of have you have these two are a pair down here, Mike TV and Willy Wonka in the white outfits from the TV scene, where Mike gets shrunk down and disassembled into millions of pieces.
There is also a Oompa Loompa.
Huh? Yeah, and then you have the Oompa Loompa and Violet as a blueberry.
One of me, I'm frozen probably.
No, you were fine the whole time.
I was frozen?
No, you were not.
Okay. Because
but yeah, no, you had and if you look, so like Oompa Loompa obviously doesn't ever get to eat chocolate, so his card is not opened. He's got the full bar. And then but the Mike TV and Willy Wonka, theirs have the sort of TV screen as they get put into millions of pieces across the air, whizzing above their heads, sort of coming across from the bottom of the card. So little storytelling in everybody here.
You're turning violet.
Oh, exactly. And then she turns into a blueberry.
I like with this figure because with this figure you catch a specific moment of the movie, you know?
Yes.
It was when I remember because it was that version when I was a kid, no? I think they were maybe it was released before they was born. I don't know, but in Italy they, especially around Christmas, like right now, when in the 80s, the late 80s, they put on TV old movies, classics like Willy Wonka. So I know that. I remember that this character, but played by the genius Gene Wilder, because in my opinion was a genius as an actor. He was really good to give you a funny character that was also creepy in the same time, no?
Yeah, you never, every time you expected him to react a certain way, he did something different. It was, it's my favorite role he ever did.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of my two favorite. One is this one, and the other one is Frankenstein Jr.
Oh, Young Frankenstein is amazing. Then you have the Waco Kid in Blazing Saddles. You have the movies he made with Richard Pryor as well.
Yeah, I also know the movie with Richard Pryor, really good also.
The Silver Streak and those. Yes.
And I think that his wife, I don't remember now the name, but was one of the... What is the name?
She was Rita. She was
one of the members of original Saturday Night Live show with Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Belushi.
Yes. Yeah. I'm blanking on her name. Rita, what was her last name? I can picture her so easily in my head.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, they loved each other very much.
Yeah.
Wonderful story. Sad story, a wonderful story.
Yeah. Yes, because I think that she passed before him for I believe
a long time before him.
Yeah, for a cancer, I believe. She passed away really young. I think I remember something like that. But now let's start to go a little bit happy because come on, we are around Christmas. We can cry now. We have other things to talk about it. But God bless Gene Wilder and his awesome wife forever because they become immortal now.
Yes.
So this beautiful baby, Thundercats, transparent figure. Tell me something about it.
I don't think the picture changed, but I assume you're talking about the.
Okay. Yes, I don't know why it didn't change, but I already put the image in a few moments. So keep it going, man.
We're talking about the translucent Dream Master Mumra right now?
No, it's not Mumra. It's a reaction figure.
Oh, we're talking about the Invisible Tygra.
Exactly.
So when he does the whip and he turns invisible. So this one's super fun because it's a clear figure and then the backing card is also clear. So it comes on a clear card.
Let's see if I have a picture of the card. Yeah,
There you go.
cool. I like this. I like how you with Super 7, but also for Ultimates. But every time you're creative also to about the packaging. You give personality also in the packaging. I like that.
Yeah, originally what we were trying to do was seeing if all the areas that are in white we could emboss and raise, and then it would be no ink on the package. It would just be clear on clear on clear. But you couldn't read it. You couldn't see what was going on. It made no sense. So we went back to white ink on clear.
Cool. Oh, I like the idea. Invisible Tygra is available now. Is available now on super7.com.
Maybe. I don't know if it's sold out or not.
Okay.
Now is your chance if it isn't. Get it before it's gone.
Yeah. Go right now. Maybe. Wait a minute. Go after the show immediately.
Yeah, yes, please stay for the show.
Put this, stay right here because I have the best guest with the best YouTuber. You can miss that.
Exactly. Just get a piece of paper and a pencil and start making your list.
Speaking of the Gene Wilder wife, a fan in the chat says Gilda Radner.
Gilda Radner. There you go. You are correct.
Yes,
thank you very much.
In Italy,
I say Gilda, but that's wrong. Gilda Radner.
Gilda is the right pronunciation because in Italy, when you put G and E, become G, non G. In English, is Gilda.
Yeah, Gilda.
Yeah. Like, Jacob is Jacob, but in Italian, you are you have the in general you say Jacob, but it's not Jacob, it's Jacob.
Yeah, well, it depends on where. Yeah, I think most everywhere else it's Jacob. Okay. Only in America is it Jacob.
Jacob, like Jacob Marley.
Yes.
Do you ever consider to do reaction figure about the Christmas Carol?
Yeah, we've actually thought about it quite a bit. I think there's likeness issues there, but it's another classic movie.
Yeah. I think as a reaction figure could be interesting.
Definitely.
So let's see. The next one is a Jackalman.
Yeah, there's the 5.5-inch Jackalman, the vintage style.
Cool.
Look at it. He's super cool.
Yeah. Could be. I can see him also as a wrestler in some way because he's ready to fight, no?
Oh, completely.
Oh, this is another. I want to share this picture of the previous figure because I like this scene with the Loompa Loompa with Violet. It's really fun.
That's great.
And tell me something about these promotions. Is still on this one?
I don't think so, but that was one of those little sort of Christmas gifts to the fans and to the people who have supported us. So,
So
it's almost like
if you miss it, guys, you will regret forever if you miss it.
What they would tell me right now is sign up for the SMS and you will be the first to know about everything. That's what they would tell you is you can sign up for the email, of course, please. But if you really want to be on top of everything, the moment it happens, SMS, sign up for the SMS list.
Remember, guys. And now we move to another huge franchise, Power Rangers, the Megazord Super Cyborg.
Yeah, these are about this big. No, hold on, that big. And the chest comes off and it reveals the inside. So it's a fully articulated action figure, and then you can take off the chest and see the inside. Obviously, we've got the Rangers in the chest where somebody would be like, no, they're in the head. But if they were in the head, they would be so tiny you couldn't see them. So for this iteration, they're in the chest like they would be. But it's a super cool figure.
I like this the Super Cyborg concept. I like it. I have I did the review for not Soundwave. What is the name of Soundwave when become black? Come on,
Blaster.
Sound Blaster, exactly.
Yes.
Great figure also, that one.
Great figure. Super fun.
Absolutely. And speaking of Godzilla, let's talk about this little guy, Hidora 71.
Yes,
Clear green.
Hedorah the Smog monster, probably one of my most favorite monsters in the Godzilla pantheon. So we've done quite a few recolors of this. This one in clear green with the red and black actually mimics a Super7 vinyl figure exclusive we made around 2005. So about 20 years ago, we made a large vinyl figure of Hedorah the Smog monster in clear green, slime green vinyl with red and black spray. And then this figure is painted to match that figure that we made.
Great. So this is a deep cut in the Super 7 story.
Exactly. We're
Super
referencing
7
ourselves.
Yeah. I like it. Nice color. And this figure is still available?
See, now you're going to tell me you've never seen Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, have you?
No, I never saw that.
Just I'm crying for you, Alan. Inside right now. I thought you were such a happy person, yet you have not yet learned the joy. That movie is crazy. It makes no sense at all. You'll love it.
Okay, I need to remember that. But where I can see this movie?
I think
because-
Max has all the Godzilla movies, all of
Okay.
it, except -1 apparently is Netflix.
Netflix. So for that, I think I give a promise. What is the promise? Promise that the next time for the episode 10 together, I will do my review with you for Godzilla Minus movie.
There you go. Mr. Allen's review of Godzilla -1.
Sometimes I did some movie reviews, but not so much in this channel, more in another channel that I had in the past. Was because I love movies also. But I have another picture for the Super Cyborg Megazord. Take a look how beautiful it is. Take a look. Oh, they match really well, the gold and the black. So
Can't go
guys,
wrong. It's beautiful.
I think that this guy is also, because of the size, is a perfect box. Imagine this as a gift, as a present for your friend. A big box under the tree, the Christmas tree is perfect. Come on.
Come on.
Also because Christmas is especially Christmas Eve is my favorite night of these holidays, no? Because you feel in the air this Christmas, no? And it's the night of the typical throwback night, no? Because it's the night when you start to remember when you was a child, a kid, and you wait in the Christmas Eve, no? Because Santa is coming.
That's coming.
No snow in California there? No, it's impossible.
Not close to where I am. About 3 hours away in the mountains, yes, but not here.
Okay.
That's why I live here. No snow.
So you never saw snow in your life?
No, a couple times, but I have to drive to it. I didn't live places. That's not true. Actually, when I was very young, 5, 6, and 7, we lived on an Air Force base in Germany, Bitburg, and it snowed there. And so there was snow there. But I don't much care for the snow. I will stay away.
Okay. You prefer the sea. You go on the beach for
The
Christmas.
beach is about 3 miles that way.
I remember because one time before one of our show together, you show me your window and it's possible to see the sea from your house. I remember.
If you look this way, yeah, the bay, you can see the bay.
The
for
bay.
sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you showed me the bay. I remember that. Also
Yep.
because some of my novels, actually, a novel that I'm still working, just in the first draft, is the location of the novel is San Francisco area there. Because many of my books take place or in hypothetical city, US, wherever, or in a specific city in US. Because I read books. It's weird that I'm Italian, but I always watch US movie, I read book movie. So my culture universe is more US than Italian. I don't read Italian book. I don't like Italian music. Maybe just a few. I hate Italian movies really bad, especially today. So my culture is from US in general. In general.
See, and then I would sit there and say, like, your movie posters, 50s, 60s, especially and early 70s, 60s, and 70s, the Italian painters that did all of those movie posters are some of the best ever.
Yeah,
And
yeah, no.
I have those framed at my office. These Italian Italian Godzilla movie posters.
Okay, but the movie, but was just the posters Italian, not the movie.
Not the movie, but those Italian artists that did those are amazing.
Yeah. I think because I saw something about it. But the movies in Italy, the book in Italy, I don't like, honestly. I read just other. For example, now I start to read also young adult book because I wanna writing also something similar. Because there is a big market for that, but also because and before to start to read this stuff, I say I don't know, because in general I read other type of novelists like Stephen King, Dean Koontz, Dennis Lehane, this type of big writer, no. But I decided to, because the literary agents give you this advice: watch something that works today, just to know better the market, because there is different step as a writer. The first step that I love is the first draft, when the story comes to life in your computer. You know what, you don't know why, it's best moment. Then the second draft, you redo the story, but not for yourself, but for the readers, no. And the third step is the most harder to me, when you need to translate your book in a commercial proposal, no. And so you need to know the market when you do the query letter. If you do a wrong query letter, you did the wrong comparison with wrong book. Also, if you did a masterpiece, they don't care about you, because they wanna that you know the market, the book market. So is especially to have a literary agency. I was seeking a literary agent in US or UK or Canada. I sent about for 3 books actually, but 2 are related because it's the same story. About almost 200 query.
Oh man.
Yeah. So far I got only small publisher in Italy. For example, the 2 books that will publish in 2025, I receive an offer for more than 1 publisher.
That's great.
But they are small publisher, not the big one. In Italy, but for example, the size of the market in Italy, the bigger publisher is like a medium / small publisher in US, because US everything is bigger. So the Penguin Random House is like a Godzilla near Mr. Alan. No, Mr. Alan is the big publisher in Italy. No, the different size.
Yeah. Well, once again, as we always say, I wish you luck with all the new books, and the 2 new book deal is great.
Yeah, yes, I hope especially that they will sell well in Italy, because also if you have a small publisher and sell well in Italy, maybe if works also the version in English is another step, to change your situation. But I discovered that in US there are a lot of writers that maybe you don't know, but they have a bestseller in their category, and they live with their craft, not become a daily job. Because there are real literary agents. In Italy, we don't have real literary agents. They ask you fee just to reading your manuscript. So the only way it go immediately to the publisher. But the big publisher, if you are not super famous, it's difficult to take care of you. No, they doesn't care.
You'll be super famous soon, right?
I don't know. I I was on TV in Italy, so I have my niche, I should say, And also because I have important friends and anchormen in Italy. Today I was with a important singer. I have many singer friends because before to become a writer, I was a music performer, a songwriter, singer. But it's tricky. So I wanna continue to find the literary agents also in US or Canada or whatever, Australia. It's not. I need to find another way. Is because I know when I speak English, my English is not perfect because I don't speak too much.
Your English is much better than almost all of our Italian. I can tell you that.
Yeah. I hope that it's better than my first episode with you.
Trust me, it's very good. It's very good.
Okay. Because when I writing, I good. When I see on Amazon now, I'm go big with Supernatural, the series, and I watch the show only in English. Also, when I talk with you, it's like to see a friend that talk in my language, so I understand everything. Especially US English, because the UK, they have a different accent and sometimes I struggle a little bit with UK because this is so different, no?
I think even we struggle sometimes with the UK.
Yeah. But we need to back on track.
Okay. Back on track.
I try to be professional. But I think that you love me because I'm a random guy.
The digressions are the best part, aren't they?
Yeah, also because you can talk about your beautiful item also with many others, but with the digression, there's no one like me.
Yeah. No,
So this is looks the box of the peanuts. Every peanuts have this type of box in general.
Now this is for the blind box, so you don't know which one you're going to get, and then there's a secret figure inside here.
So you can also purchase a box with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 box together, or only just one. There is many options.
Either way, yes, exactly.
Okay, this is good for Chris, in my opinion, because you can do this present for you, but also for your father, because peanuts is a long life. And I think it's interesting because you don't know what is come, no? It's like a Christmas. Like a Christmas.
Yes, and they're great stocking stuffers as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think is guys that you watch right now, if you wanna do a awesome Christmas present for your friends, this is another good item for you. Don't buy just one of the little box, the full box with 12 bucks.
No, there you go.
Because come on, first of all, support Super7. Second one, the figures are great. Everybody loves peanuts. I think also the girl can love peanuts. So if you want to do a different surprise for your girlfriend or your boyfriend, this is the right way. But let's see if I have other pictures. Yes, we saw this one before, but take a look at this beauty. Ready to fight with the battle axe. Take a look at the paints, details. It's beautiful. I think this line is awesome. It's perfect also for the Thundercats fan. Maybe they lose the old figures because that happens. It's difficult to save your figure when you was young.
They didn't make this style back then. This is so new. What could have been when you were a child.
Yeah, maybe it's also some reference. You can see in the shape of the body, reference also for other line back in the day,
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe. Move on with something more music related. Reaction figure.
Outcast.
Yeah.
Man,
cool.
Big Boy and Andre 3000.
I think also is they made the song.
Yes. Not on this record. That's in a future record, but yes, they did. Outcast is amazing. Outcast is everlasting, as he might say.
Yeah, I remember that song because I remember when I like dance also, especially some years ago. When I want to dance, when they put this song, I start to dance like a crazy guy. But speaking of another vintage style figure, Another great choice for this type of figures is this Conan
With the
ready
war
to
paint.
battle, war
Yeah.
paint.
Looks great. Look at that likeness of Arnold.
Yeah, absolutely. Really well done.
Yeah, no, they did a
Do
great.
you recall what is the who is not what is? Come on, Mr. Ala, you're a writer. Who is the sculptor that did this figure? You remember?
It's actually a couple different people did different parts of this one, I believe. So
Okay.
who does the portraits versus the body and some of the other stuff? Sometimes it's different.
Yeah, the likeness is beautiful. It's not easy because sometimes catch the right license for an actor. Some big company they did mistake for that sometimes, but this one is awesome.
Yeah, turned out really good. Really good.
Absolutely. Outcast,
See,
you
there
can see
you
the
go.
packaging.
Outcast, there you go.
Great packaging also. I like also right here when you do music figures, you got a different vibe also in the packaging. I like that. The attention and details also the packaging. And now,
KRS-One,
Chorus One,
Teacher from
Reaction.
BDP, Boogie Down Productions. This is the Stop the Violence era moment, if you will.
This
There's
is the Peanuts
more
that
from the Peanuts blind box. Yeah.
we saw before.
Ah.
Spinal Tap, Derek Small's action figure.
You tell me you must love this movie.
No, I'm not familiar with this, honestly. Now Brian leave the show.
How have you never seen Spinal Tap?
No, I think it's not popular in Italy, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Allen, I am telling you, you will watch this movie multiple times. It
So
is
the title
hilarious.
is the title because I need to put some notes right now because you give me too much input. I need to remember.
Oh, it's hilarious. So
Okay.
it was made. God, what year exactly was it made? Like late, I think early 80s, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. God, hold on. When was Spinal Tap released?
Spinal Tab. Let's see also if there is an Italian version.
1984. So it comes in 1984, and it's probably the first fake rockumentary.
Okay.
So it's a
Final
fake.
Tab like tab to play guitar, no?
No. Spinal Tap came out March 2nd, 1984. Spinal Tap, the movie.
I searched for just because I want to discover what is the Italian titles. Spinal Tab. This is Spinal Tab, the title, 1984.
Yeah, that's it. And
Okay.
it's a fake documentary about a fake rock band, and they make fun of everything.
Spinal
It
Tap.
is.
No, I need to find. I want to see because I like this type of fake biography with music. I
Oh,
don't think there is an Italian.
it was. I don't think anything else came out like it till CB4 maybe, but like it was unique for nothing was like that. It was so ahead of its time for at least a decade. It took a decade for people to really understand it, almost, if you will.
So also, I like that because you can learn something new right now because of you. I learned something new.
Next time we're going to talk about -1 and Spinal Tap, and then we're going to get on here, and you're going to say, "Oh my God, Brian! Now that I have seen Spinal Tap, I have recommended it to every one of my friends. I have watched it 5 times. It is so funny."
Okay, I know that you have a great sense of humor, so I believe that. And I think that maybe I will find an English version because I didn't see right now an Italian version, but I watch
No.
in English
And then-
movies.
Yes, and then that's the movie that launched the careers of all of those guys so much. So this is played the person who plays Derek Smalls is Harry Shearer.
Okay.
You know, Lots of movies. He's the voice of like half the Simpsons characters, everybody.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Spinal Tap. Yes, the title is right here. Come on, Mr. Allen.
Spinal Tap. There you go.
Ultra 85. Tell me something about this figure.
Yeah, that's a character. It's a comic book here
Okay.
for. I'm trying to think of the way you describe it, because it's. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, but it's a character in a comic book from a rapper, and then the whole storyline comes around that, and there's an album that goes with it. It's a whole concept around this, and this is a pre-order for it.
Okay, he's on pre-order now.
Yes.
So, guys, remember, after the show, another Eater to do pre-order, because you need to do some good present now. Is the perfect time to do that, guys. Don't sleep on that, because if you go in the Christmas Eve without good presents, your wife will left you for another man.
I don't think she's looking for this. I'm going to go out on a limb.
Or maybe your husband leave you for another girl if you don't do this present for him.
Not so negative. Not so negative.
This is the same figure we saw before. What is the pronunciation? Curse one.
KRS1.
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 KRS1. Now it's good, my pronunciation. Peanuts glowing in the dark. So also Snoopy, everything with Super7 can glow in the dark. There's no limits. There's no limits. So also Peanuts and Snoopy can glow in the dark. That's right.
Yep, Frank and Snoopy can glow in the dark.
Awesome. It's available now?
Yes. It's part of the blind box.
Awesome. So imagine on the Christmas Eve, you got the big box with 12 bucks for your friend, perfect gift, and your friend he doesn't know what happened in this little box, and from the sudden got the glowing in the dark Snoopy, Frankie Snoopy is beautiful. We need to say that, my friends. This is beautiful, baby, because
this is super cool.
So remember, guys, this Snoopy is awesome. It can be in your box in the Christmas Eve. And I like these two, Tomax and Xamot, the two twins, the two evil twins from G.I. Joe.
This must be your favorite.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the Reaction Plus line. So this is the G.I. Joe articulation style for 3 3/4. And then we have the twins in their suit. Back in the day, you could not get them in their suits. So now you have old school style G.I. Joe figures of Tomax and Xamots in their suits. The briefcases open up too.
Let's see also the briefcase. So it's open. It's open. There is the feature.
You can open it. Yes.
Awesome. Cool. This one is absolutely my favorite of all the eaters we saw so far tonight. Oh, this one is super fun because I remember the last time we did the show together back in July. I was super fun see the creature of Black Lagoon in this little bicycle, and now we have also the Bride of Frankenstein. So the series continues.
Yes. We've got Bride of Frankenstein. We've got Creature, Charlie Brown, Joe Cool Snoopy, Mommy Boy. I think those are the only tricycles out so far.
Cool. Is available now?
I think the Bride is, yes.
Great. Guys, remember, it's another possible present for Christmas. Christmas around the corner. Don't miss that.
And those are like, this is a tin windup with Misfits Fiend. So you have tin wheels, tin bell, tin key wind, and everything.
Cool.
So it's like an old school 1960s, 1970s wind-up tricycle.
Do you remember how was your tricycle when you was a little Brian?
I had a little red one, I think. The stereotypical one.
I
think
don't
I had
recall mine. I remember my brother, he had a red tricycle, but I don't remember mine. I don't know why. It's weird.
Maybe you just rode his.
Yeah, or maybe I don't recall, because when I was a little kid, I was just also back in the day. I was deep in action figure. I don't care about football. The other guy play football. I will only play with my action figure every time. So since when I was a kid, maybe it's the reason why
and
now.
That's why we're talking about them now today.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reason why I know we have a channel with 11 million views, by the way.
Wow.
Overall.
Most of them wrestling on
Wrestling, no. Also, I'm big on, speaking of Super7, Transformer and J. Joe, my two favorite.
Yes.
But also, I'm big of, I do stop motion, tutorials also for, I built a diorama castle, huge castle. MOTU is a big franchise I love. Marshall, Bravestar.
Yeah, I've heard about Bravestar. I think you like them.
Yeah. Ghostbusters, I like it also a lot. Lord of the Rings. There is many different franchises that I like it. But speaking of franchise I like also TMT. But speaking of your franchise, probably J. Joy is my number one. Transformers is my number two.
I know. That's why when you put up the Tomax and Zaymon, I was like, here's the one you like.
Absolutely. And by the way, to me, speaking of today, because I collect the current product, but the best MOTU filmation figures are the collaboration for Super7. The best likeness, color accurate.
Yeah. I might agree with you, but people would say I'm biased.
Hopefully I'm honest with you because I do comparison in my review. Now today I collect the cartoon collection from Mattel. Yes, good sculpt, good material, speaking of the plastic, but sometimes they put wrong colors. I think that you need to pay attention to details of the colors, because if you want to do cartoon accurate, you need to wear the same cartoon accurate. If you do Ordak figure, for example, remember your Club Gray School, you had also the gray details on the boots, gray details on the side of the armor, for example. And these little details but are important. For example, the new cartoon collection Ordak that I have is a good figure, speaking of the skull, really good. But the boots are all black. Come on, just a little effort, put some gray, So yeah. I think that to me today, I still say that my favorite MOTU line filmation, MOTU line in general, overall is Club Gracer for Super7. So
thank you very much.
I miss that. I'm honest with you.
We all miss it. One day we will all do it together again.
Finger crossed. This one was the last picture. So if someone have a question, put your question in the last 10 minutes of the show in the chat. In the same times, if you don't have a question for Brian, go random with Brian.
Maybe you have a question for Mr. Allen.
Yes, also. But I think you have me every day because I upload video every day. If you don't have Brian every day, this is the 10th day with Brian. A 10 Brian, I don't remember the lyrics of the song. 12 days of Christmas. What is your favorite? Now we go random for 10 minutes.
What is it? What is
12 days of Christmas and then we get to me.
I remember it's like 6 Lords of Leaping, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. It's a lot of birds. I don't remember 12 through 7 as well.
Oh, there is a question. There is a question,
isn't it? Oh.
There is a question. So someone tried to stop our random house.
So, what's the question?
The question is from Des Ref Fan. More Thundercats Ultimates soon. Excited for the Cat's Lair.
Cat's Lair will be shipping any day now. They are arriving here and there, so they're actually earlier and slightly ahead of schedule than we thought, back to the original schedule, so it's good. But there is another Thundercats one coming very, very soon. So you will be very happy to know that there are more Thundercats Ultimates very soon. Just in the new year, it will be time for Thundercats.
Great. When you do something big, for example, now the Cat's Lair, you save a copy of the playset for you?
Of course.
Okay.
What's worse is that I usually have two. I have one that is the final version, but I also have another one that is usually unpainted, like a first test shot.
Oh. So do you have a room to when you put all
They're at the office.
Okay. I think you have a big office because the Cat's
Yes.
Lair is huge.
Cat's Lair is so big, you have no idea.
It's bigger than Snake Mountain?
Oh, much, much bigger.
Wow.
Yes, it's crazy. We may have gone too far.
There is another comment for you, my friends. It's Jason Shelton that says, I need hardware from Silverhawks.
You might get hardware from Silverhawks. There's still many Silverhawks to be made. So have no fear. Hardware may be coming soon to a collection near you.
Cool. And we go back to random. What is your favorite Christmas song?
What do I associate Christmas sounds with?
Is Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock? Is this one?
Yeah, that's a classic. You know, all the what's his name? Dean Martin stuff, you know, that's what you hear in the house. The funny part is that my dad, for whatever reason, sometime in the 80s, when CDs were brand new, he got a CD that was Mannheim Steamroller. Are you familiar with them?
No.
It's like synthetic elevator orchestra music of Christmas songs for Mannheim Steamroller. So now, if I don't hear that, and there's a lot of people that would tell you it's awful, but if I don't hear that, it's not Christmas without that Mannheim Steamroller CD.
Okay. Cool. My favorite, I don't know, because I like Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock. I like Deck the Hell,
Deck the Halls, yeah. The funny part is for my kids, it's the Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. They're like, that's the official song. You have to play that at Christmas. It's the song of Christmas.
To me, my typical crooner singer are, in my opinion, are Perry Como, Dean Martin. I think about those guys when I think.
That's classic old school Christmas music for sure.
Yeah.
And then to a degree, the Peanuts Christmas special, it's not Christmas without watching that.
Yeah, that one. My favorite. Let's pick this one. I see a question, but I have another random question for Brian because, come on, let's show you my background. It's Christmas time. It's the last show before Christmas, the last show before 2025 probably. So you pick your. I have my favorite Christmas Eve movie and my favorite Christmas Day movie. But before to reveal my two favorite movie, let me know what is your two favorite movie for Christmas.
Movie or show? I mean, it's the Peanuts Christmas special. You have to watch that. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. You got to watch Die Hard. I think with Christmas Story, I saw it too many times, so maybe it's not as necessary to see. But the Peanuts special and Die Hard, that's Christmas.
My two favorite are for every Christmas Eve after the dinner, because for Christmas Eve I go to another city where I live my girlfriend. No,
Yep.
I stay 2 days there, and every Christmas Eve I pretend to watch Scrooge with Bill Murray.
It's a good one, though. That's a good one.
That one is my favorite Christmas Eve. And this for the day after, for December 25, my favorite is National Lampoon Vacation, Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase.
Yeah, that one always was like, all the National Lampoon movies were pretty good, but the Christmas one, to me, I was like, okay, this one, for some reason, I don't know. He gets so worked up and so angry that it makes me uncomfortable.
Really?
So,
I like this. I like this scene, for example, when he goes to the what is the name of the last room under the roof?
The attic.
The attic, exactly. Well, goes to the attic, watch the movie with the Ray Charles song, and now the grandma opened the trap door. It goes down. It was super fun. That scene.
Yes.
So let's see some question before to wrap the stream. Any upcoming plans for Power Rangers? Does the Playmates deal slow Ranger stuff down now?
A little bit. There are some upcoming Power Ranger plans. There's some cool stuff we're working on with Hasbro Pulse with Power Rangers. Sort of like you just saw, I think, the 5 figures in boxes that were exclusive to, or 6 actually, that were exclusive to Hasbro Pulse. There's a blind box coming and some other stuff. So we've got some Power Ranger stuff coming, but the Playmates deal changes how we do it a little bit, but there is stuff coming.
So guys, stay tuned on social media with Super7 because you will get more. So if there's no other questions, I have also a news for you, man. Probably not 100%, but almost, because I was selected for Toy Fair. So probably, maybe we'll meet in person in March.
Are we going to meet you in person in March?
Yes, probably. Not 100% because depend to find, because I need to go there with my girlfriend. So I need to see her availability. And also the good package between a close hotel, because I need to be close, because I need to do back and forth to Javi Center, to the hotel, to do my video interviews, everything, full coverage. And also a direct flight, because I hate fly. I don't like when you need to change plane during the when a direct flight. There is a possibility to do direct flight between Milan in Italy to New York.
I'm sure.
For that I'm sure, but depends of the price to find the right price, because I'm not alone. You are not alone.
If you would put a bingo card, I would have never guessed that reference would have come up at this interview.
That happened only with Mr. Alan. So speaking of song,
look, I mean, you've got the hat on, you've got the scarf. You came dressed to impress, and I just showed up in the sweatshirt at my house. Last
year when you did the Christmas show, you put a scarf. You remember, Annette?
Yeah, I don't have one today. I think I put on like 4, didn't I?
Yeah, more than one. I remember. It was fun.
Yeah.
So let's play the outro for my dear friend Brian Flynn. Christmas is around the corner, and you have the perfect presents. Go right now to Super7.com. Grab the mystery box of peanuts, grab the Megazord Super Cyborg, grab the Thomas and Simon G.I. Joe, and the beautiful retro figure for Conan the Barbarian. So thank you so much, Brian, and happy holidays. Happy holidays, my friend. So, thank you so much, Brian. A big pleasure, as usual.
Thank you for having me, as always, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everything to you, Mr. Allen.
Also
always
to you
fun
and
to
your
have
family.
You.
And don't forget to watch Chevy Chase movie on Christmas Day.
I will let you watch that one.
Yeah, I need to watch -1 for the next time.
You need to watch -1, and you will love it. But when you watch Spinal Tap, you will love it twice.
Absolutely. No, Spinal Tap, now I remember, because I want to see that. And before to say goodbye, guys, watch this short 60-second video.
Thanks for watching, my friends. And please smash that button, my friends. Please smash and subscribe. Help this channel to go to 100k subscribers, my friends. This is my dream. Please give me your love, guys. But also, guys, like, leave a comment, and share this video with your friends, guys. But also, my friends, consider to become a patron to choose the next content of the channel. And also, my friends, become a member to be my guest in my show. That's right. And now you can see this video, or maybe this other video, or maybe another interview, reviews, unboxing, stop motion, tutorial, and more for you guys. So thanks for watching. Thank you so much. And subscribe, my friends. And so long, everybody. So long, my friends.